Maybe you could twist or something? Is that possible? Or I don't know.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
Perfect.
Splendid.
Perfect, Josh. That was fantastic. Could we take a look at it real quick? Yeah, because there's something on it.
A little squat lobster.
Yeah, a little squat lobster.
Just want to give a quick update. This is Roland on the OKX line. Got a whole slew of people on a conference call. We're still troubleshooting the lack of video, so they're still in the works, but no progress yet.
Thank you. Excuse me. Yeah, we're good, Josh. Thank you. Maybe you could twist or something? Is that possible? Or I don't know.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
Perfect.
Splendid.
Gosh, that was fantastic. Could we take a look at it real quick? Yeah, because there's something on it.
A little squat lobster.
Yeah, a little squat lobster.
Just want to give a quick update. This is Roland on the OKX line. Got a whole slew of people on a conference call. We're still troubleshooting the lack of video, so they're still in the works, but no progress yet.
Thank you. Excuse me. Yeah, we're good, Josh. Thank you. And we've got some of the benthic ctenophores on there, at least like 4 or 5 of them. So this is fantastic. Because those commensals are very valuable too. It's going to go into port. Yeah, you got it. You're on it. Oh, amazing. Yeah, it's in. Fantastic. I'm going to be beaming for the rest of the day. Yes. Yeah. And just gave me a lot of homework here. I've got to read on this whole group of sponges to even know if we were right years ago on this thing. It's from the imagery. So guess what? I'm supposed to test whether it's a calcarea with acid. Because it has calcarea spicules, so probably vinegar would work. Oh, look at this, we got a fish.
I would say it's a grenadier.
And I would say you're right. This is going to be a Kumba species, and I'll go ahead and grab that one. Put it in the log. It's in the rat tail or Macrouridae family. And we've never collected one of these, but we're pretty sure it's in the genus Kumba. This is the small kind of dark one. Seems to be fairly common. Is that him? That's a different one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if we could... Now we have a different species of rat tail. And I think I can go to genus if he'd cooperate a little bit. He's got an enormous eye compared to his body. Take a look at that. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be in the genus Coryphaenoides. That would be my best guess. They tend to be larger, and this guy's a larger individual, and they tend to have bigger eyes than a lot of other members of this family.
Man, that is a big eye.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to leave it as that particular genus, not the, we won't go to Longiceros or one of the other ones. It's, could be Yakine.
Asako indicates that video has returned.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you for hanging in there, Asako. Yeah. Yeah, in fact, that looks exactly like it's the same thing, that we only went to Coryphaenoides species.
Yeah, I think Bruce always stops short of giving the species when he identifies them.
Well, we got several species on these, but not that one.
Ah.
So. All right, Asako, now we have got to find some plexaurids or some other corals for you, since you're back on. Scott France, it looks like he left the room.
Well, I think they're all basically under the assumption that the video is still out.
Yeah.
It still might be, depending on where they are.
But we've got a sponge coming up ahead, of a sponge that's alive. I wonder if we could just do a snap zoom on it. Is that? Thank you. Okay, best guess is this is probably something euplectellid vase, almost for sure. Probably Dictyalis.
What's that spiny thing right at the base of the, on the rock there, right below the sponge? Yeah. Oh. I'm sorry, I was to the left. It looked like an urchin.
It does look like an urchin, doesn't it?
Yeah. Huh. I think it's
what? I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Well, he's got tentacles coming off of it.
I think those are the tube feet, but yeah, it's hard to say. Yeah, thanks. Please, thank you.
It's what?
I think it is an urchin. It's just a small one. I can't tell you which type though, because I can see the spine bases, and there's an opening on the top. It might be juvenile Aspidodiadematid, but it's flat, which I thought Aspidodiadematids were sort of more tall. Well, it's a mystery. It's quite small, also, I gather. Yeah, we'll just have to puzzle over it for now. Yeah.
No, I'm good with it. Thank you. It's one that's one we've seen before, I think. It's a big tall whip over there to the right. I don't know if we've imaged any of these big whips so far today.
That's the one we saw earlier.
Oh,
or
is
not,
that
I'm
it?
sorry, that's the same kind of whip
Can I
we
get,
saw earlier.
this is Roland. Can I get a report from shore? I understood that Osaka had at least one stream. Anyone else seeing streams, and if so, how many?
Nolan Barrett says nothing, not even camera 3, where he's at. Camera 3 is again no video, according to Asako, so it almost sounds like she had it and then lost camera 3.
But she had a single stream, which was stream 3 before.
Yeah, Asako, could you tell us what you're seeing, please? Are you seeing camera 1 and camera 2, but not camera 3? Nolan Barrett is calling in from Fort Pierce, Florida. So he just went home from Harbor Branch, the Harbor Branch ECC, so he's watching from home, so he's probably Internet 1. And Asako said she was watching camera 3 and it was temporarily fine, but now again. So she has no video at the moment.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Asako. We're looking at a bamboo coral right now. I think, yeah, it could be the same one that we did image earlier, as Chris alluded to. It does not have the long tentacular spines. And I've forgotten what clade Scott had tentatively suggested for this one. Let me see if I can go find that record. And, that was right in the beginning, if I remember right. Which Chris? I'm fine
No,
with it.
I'm fine. I don't need to see anything else. Yeah.
Chris squared. You know, I can speak for Chris. I'm already on the top here. Let's see if I can find this again. No, you just have it as Isidini? Is it? Okay, then good enough. We'll leave it at that. No, we haven't, I think. Isn't that a
Well, we went over one. It was an anthomastus like soft coral.
Yeah. So it's only got 5 polyps on it, coming straight out of the stem with literally no ball to speak of. It's a very young one, I guess. And there looks like a single polyp on the one above it. Pseudanthomastus maybe, or anthomastus, I'm not sure.
Pilot, when we're done, the other thing is to the left on the rock there, I think it's another one of those little tiny urchins. I'd just like to take a quick look at it. So it's to the left of the rock that we were just looking at. It's on the dark face in that channel between to the right, and then right there, yeah. Yeah, do you see it? Sort of like there's tentacles coming off of.
Well, that'd be a brittle star. You mean that right there?
No, this.
Oh, that.
Yeah, see, there's sort of like a radial structure to the right. There are 2, 3, 4 sort of arms coming off. Yeah,
I don't know.
Is that?
I don't think so. I think it's.
What is it?
Stuff.
It's just stuff.
Stuff.
Okay. I guess that's not. That's
Or
not gonna.
Latin version, stuffa.
Yeah, that's fine. Thought I'd found a sea urchin breeding ground or something. Every biologist's dream.
Little colony, maybe hemicorallium on that boulder. There. Seeing an end-on view. Yep, hemicorallium, one of the members of the precious coral family. This one is not commercially harvested anywhere, presumably because it's too deep.
Okay, so I think we saw one of these while you were at lunch also.
So some of these you can kind of go to species of, but not this one. We can only go to genus, and I'm virtually certain it's in the genus Hemicorallium.
Hey Chris, note the yellow noodle-like thing on the right there. Is that an aplecophoran, or is that just a little piece of stuff?
No, I think you got something there. It sure looks like a aplecophoran. I think it is. I think he's got the coral in his sights, and he's making his way over to it.
So aplecopherans are tiny worm-like mollusks, and in past dives we've seen them wrapped around the branches of other corals feeding on them, and so this one might be slowly encroaching upon this precious coral to feed on its polyps.
For what does that name come from, aplecophoran? That's kind of a funny name. What does that mean?
So it's I forget if it's Greek or Latin, but I think it refers to the fact that for a mollusk it actually lacks plates. So plakos usually refers to plate, and then aplakos usually means without.
I think I heard Scott maybe tune in and tune out there.
No, I'm still here, Chris. I haven't tuned out. I think it's a Sacco trying to reconnect.
Oh, okay. So Scott, can you see anything, or are you still down completely?
I'm still down completely, although I haven't looked in the last few seconds. I have to keep running back and forth between rooms. So now I'm in the room with the phone, but not the computer.
Okay. I'm now just getting...
Let's just say aplecopherans do have a bunch of scales embedded in their tissue, kind of like mini plates, but Chris did accurately translate that name. They don't have the typical shells that you see on other mollusks, like clams and snails.
Well, if I remember my history of mollusks correctly, that followed that historical progression from the what do you call it, the hypothetical ancestral mollusk idea that was popular in the early 20th century?
Right. If he said it rejected it, that I believe that is correct. There's no support that there's this progression from something like an aplecophoran to more modern, I shouldn't even say more modern, to snails and bivalves.
Oh yeah, it was just an idea that
most recent selection
right.
is.
All right, Shore said, I'm getting some reports from Shore that Stream 3 may be back again.
Scott, can you check on